A statewide search still underway right now for a car that could have a dead baby in the trunk. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley following the story closely this morning at the smart screen. And this is a strange story, Cuthbert.
It is, Steve. It started in actually Bowling Green, Kentucky yesterday. That's where this car was driving from, but they were stopped up here in Millersville yesterday afternoon when an officer pulled over the car because it had a temporary tag that was supposedly hard to read. But when the officer was speaking with the three men inside of the car, they claimed to be Muslim and said they had a dead baby in the trunk that they were taken to be buried down in Franklin. And following with the Islamic faith, the men said the baby had been wrapped and placed in the trunk by an imam, the religious leader. But according to burial customs, once the baby is wrapped, it cannot be disturbed. So the men told the officer not to open the trunk. I'm told the officer, who had been on the job for less than a year, let the car go. But once he alerted the chief of Millersville Police, the chief got concerned and sent out an alert for that car.
My number one concern is if there was a child in the car, was a police report done, completed by the family or by the coroner from where this child hometown, which most likely is Bowling Green, Kentucky. That's my main concern right now, to find out has a report been completed of the death.
Now, I spoke with Bowling Green Police this morning, and they say they've had no reports of any child deaths, I should say, within the last few days. I also called the mosque that's down here in the Franklin area, the only one down there between Brentwood and Franklin, and they say they've had no services planned for any child burial. So, of course, many more questions this morning. Right now, all the information we know, that we do not have a name or really much more than that, other than that these guys are driving a 2013 to 2014 Royal Blue Dodge Charger. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Cuthbert, thank you. The Lebanon Police Department is without a chief this morning. Mayor Phil Craigshead sent an email last night saying Scott Bowen had been removed from his position. Mayor Craigshead said in part, quote, "This was not an easy decision, but one that was made in the best interest of the city of Lebanon's citizens and employees." And he added, "I will state that it is simply time to change direction." Bowen could not be reached for comment, but according to the Wilson Post, his attorney will make a statement today. He served as chief for 10 years. We will bring you more details as soon as we receive them.
A woman fired shots at the Department of Children's Services building in downtown Nashville overnight. Police are now hoping that you can help them find her. Matthew Torres live this morning down at the CJC. Matthew, welcome to News Channel 5. Glad you're with us on this first morning and already out there reporting live on a story. What's the latest on this case?
Yeah, Steve, definitely braving out the cold here outside the CJC, but luckily no one was injured during this shooting. All that was really left from this morning were pieces of the car window that was shot at last night in the parking lot. Again, also the building, there was some damage left behind by that shooting. Also, police responded to the call of shots fired at the location on 2nd Avenue North last night. Upon arrival, a witness told them that there was a woman walking around the area in a very suspicious manner, and at some point she took out a handgun and fired several rounds at the DCS building and then fled the scene. Now again, nobody was injured from this. At this point, we don't know the intent behind the shooting and why she was even in the area, but again, this morning that suspect is still out there. So if anyone has any information, they are asked to call Crime Stoppers at 74 Crime. That's it for now. Reporting live from the CJC, Matthew Torres, News Channel 5 HD.
All right, Matthew, thank you very much. And again, welcome aboard. New this morning, a woman goes on a shopping spree, only finding herself facing a robber. According to police, the female victim was at the Target on White Bridge Road, very popular store over there, when she was approached by a 26-year-old man named Justin Carter. Carter grabbed the victim's wallet, said he was going to cut her with a knife. A witness recognized that suspect and quickly reported him to police. So remember, when you're holiday shopping, dress casually, avoid wearing expensive jewelry, don't carry large amounts of cash, and if you can, leave your purse at home. Try to shop during the daytime hours, maybe with a buddy as well.
In Trigg County, prosecutors will be seeking the death penalty against Ryan Champion. Champion pleaded not guilty in court yesterday. He's accused of hiring a man named Vito Riservato to kill his father, mother, and sister. Prosecutors believe Champion killed Riservato when the job was done. And a twice convicted criminal was back in court asking for parole. Vanessa Coleman was convicted twice for the murder of 2 UT Knoxville students. The board unanimously voted to deny her request. UT students Christopher Newsom and Shannon Christian were carjacked in January of 2007 and killed by Coleman and several others. Coleman was sentenced to 35 years. She won't be eligible for parole again until December of 2020.
A chief jail administrator in Dixon County facing some serious charges this morning. Donnie Young is charged with sexual battery of a minor by an authority figure. Investigators say that it happened a few years ago and involved a female victim. Young was placed on leave in October while the DA's office looked into the allegations. Young is scheduled to be in court January the 2nd.
This morning, we have pictures of drugs confiscated in a major drug ring bust that we told you about earlier this week. Police say the group dealt more than 200 pounds of cocaine this year alone, and detectives served 51 search warrants between Sunday and Tuesday throughout the mid-state, arresting 19 different people. They seized 59 pounds of cocaine, 71 pounds of marijuana, and almost $450,000 in cash, along with guns, cars, motorcycles, and ATVs. 17
cars in that bust, including, and I tweeted about this yesterday, the good-looking like Monte Carlo there in that picture.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to that car? All right, well, if you're looking for some Christmas activities, a free Christmas party, it's already been a hit in several cities. It's coming to Nashville. Yes, it's called the Nashville Seniors Christmas Shindig. It's set for December 19th at Lipscomb's Allen Arena. The George Shinn Foundation Shindig is bringing country hitmakers Jeannie Seeley, Jimmy Wayne, Buddy Jewell all coming to the party, and some others. It'll feature food, giveaways, live music. News Channel 5 former sports director Hope Hines is going to MC that. Seating is limited, so you want to call or email to get your reservations. Go to our website, newschannel5.com. Click on news links for more information on that.
That could be